Hello and welcome. My name is Velanique. In this space, what I do is I test makeup for mature skin. I am 50 years old and I have been on the hunt for makeup that works well in this phase of my life. In today's video, I have got my favorite foundations that I have been using for this year of 2024. I cannot believe that this year is almost over. I can't believe how quickly time goes. So in this video, as I said, it's my favorite foundations that I have been using quite consistently this year. I have got 3 high-end and I have got 3 affordable foundations to chat about. So without any further chit-chat, let's get into this video. So the foundations I'm going to chat about really are in no particular order. I have found that these ones have worked incredibly well on my skin this year. I have a combination skin. I have a bit of an oily T panel. Not as oily as what it used to be in my youth. I find that my cheeks have dried out quite significantly and I'm not as oily as what I was when I was younger. There is still a bit of an oily patch and yeah, anyways. So that is my skin type. So these are foundations that worked really well for me. I'm going to start off with my most affordable foundation that I've tried. I tried this one, I think it was last month. It is Catrice's Invisible Cover Foundation. This product retails for under 200 Rand here in South Africa, which is astounding to me. It comes in a beautiful glass bottle and it has a pump applicator. The applicator works about 80% of the time. Every now and then I'll have to just open it up and then just use the little application at the bottom and just paint that on my skin. But for the most part, the pump works. This foundation is fantastic. I will link the video with the full wear test up for you that you can go and have a watch of that. In fact, what I will do is the foundations that I have a wear test for you to see, I will link for you, and then once you finish this video, if you'd like to, you can go and watch those ones. So getting back to Catrice's Invisible Cover Foundation, it is a medium coverage foundation, buildable, and I find that when I pop it on, it looks very skin-like on me. The wear time is fantastic. It lasts me all day and it looks beautiful in natural light. This one is fantastic. It's also quite hydrating. It says that it has a natural matte finish, but I like the fact that it's a little bit satin matte, so your skin is not completely blanked out and it doesn't look like you have got no life in your skin. So it's a beautiful, beautiful drying down texture. I really have enjoyed using this foundation. I will use it into next year. In terms of my most expensive foundation that I tried this year was the Dior Foundation Stick. This one is fantastic as well. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. I use this one on special occasions because it is so pricey. Its finish is very skin-like and it's quite buildable. I find the more you build, it does cake a little bit, so I quite enjoy a sheerer application of this particular one. What's lovely about this foundation as well is it doubles up as a concealer and it lasts all day actually underneath my eyes. I was quite astounded at that. Talking about concealers, I must say that I have battled to find a concealer that has worked consistently well for me this year. I have 2 or 3 that I've been using in rotation, but I can't really, they're nothing to write home about. So this one works quite well. Next up is skin tints. So I have always been a massive fan of the L'Oreal True Match Plumping Tinted Serum. I use the shade light medium, and there is a new one on the market, and this is the new one from Wet n Wild. This is their Niacinamide Skin Tint, and I use the shade light in this one. I'm going to show you a little side by side of what these two look like side by side. I find the True Match is a very skin-like consistency. What I love about this one is it's very easy to put on. I like to use a brush when I am putting this on my skin. It gives me a very beautiful finish, and you can just see how beautiful the skin looks. It just looks like my skin but better. On the right hand side, we'll have a look at what Wet n Wild's Niacinamide Skin Tint looks like. This one goes on very well with a brush or a dampened beauty sponge, which is what I'm using here. And you can just see the skin-like finish, very buildable, absolutely divine. I was going to choose to buy one over the other, I probably would take the Wet n Wild one. This one's staying power is absolutely phenomenal. It stays all day, which is astounding for a skin tint. The True Match doesn't last me all day, but I really love how beautiful my skin looks like. So if I have something that I'm going to, that I don't have to be wearing makeup for the whole day, this is the one that I choose. I love this one also for summer because I find that its color does oxidize a little bit on my skin, but I love the finish of it. Yeah, these two skin tints are fantastic. Let's go a little high end. A little high end is going to be Easy Blur by Huda Beauty. This foundation I have found to be absolutely fantastic. I've used this a lot. This has got 1.5% niacinamide in it, and the shade that I use is Cheesecake. What I really enjoy about this foundation is that it has a quite significant blurring effect on my pores, which are my trouble area. They bother me quite a lot. I find that this works incredibly well if I just use a very light hand in my application. It is buildable, but I only build it up in the spots that bother me. I don't put like a second layer on, because I find if you put a little bit more or a little bit too much of this product on, like a thicker application, it definitely does settle into the fine lines and does break apart. The Easy Blur is not a very long wearing foundation. You do need to set it and then spray it with a bit of a fixing spray, but if you do those two, then it lasts all day. I love the finish of the Easy Blur, and it just blends out seamlessly and effortlessly. My last foundation that I want to chat about is a little bit of a cult classic, and it's one that I have used for years and years and years, and it is Estee Lauder's Double Wear. But what I have been finding in recent years is, as my skin is drying out a little bit, I find this one actually settles into my fine lines a little bit, until I found a hack. So this is what I do now when I want to wear my Double Wear. I will take a little pump and I will pop it on the back of my hand, and then I will take an oil like the jojoba oil. Because Double Wear is an oil-based foundation, this oil, when you add it in, doesn't break the foundation down. And then I'll just pop it straight onto my skin and blend it in with a dampened beauty blender. It does definitely, the oil does definitely shear out the foundation, but you can build it up. So I'll just take an undiluted pump and build the foundation up, and the coverage is beautiful. It's actually what I'm wearing on my skin today, and it'll last me all day. That is the incredible thing about the Double Wear, is that its staying power is fantastic. And with a little bit of the oil mixed in there, it doesn't settle into my lines anymore. Well, that is it. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, won't you consider subscribing? It would be so awesome to have you as part of our community. I will not be posting next week. I'm going in for a little medical procedure in my mouth tomorrow, and I am told that the swelling is going to be quite significant, so I'm not going to be able to film next week. You don't want to be seeing a chipmunk reviewing makeup. I wouldn't. Anyways, so yeah, so I won't be posting next week, but the week after definitely we will have something before Christmas, and that is it. I will catch you in the next one. Bye.